I rise today in strong opposition to this bill. The cuts in this bill are not just about the line items, but they're about lives. This is about Americans getting to work, staying housed, and creating opportunity. Unfortunately, this bill slashes those lifelines. It cuts nearly $6 billion to these departments, while rising housing costs and infrastructure needs grow day by day. This bill threatens to push nearly 415,000 low income households off of assistance and into eviction. It cuts Section H vouchers by over $770 million, leaving it $3 billion short of what's needed. It cuts public housing by 70%, which would endanger 230,000 households and leave Section 9 housing with a $500 million shortfall, risking an additional 45,000 households. It underfunds homelessness assistance grants by $150 million, while there are 771,000 people in this country experiencing homelessness. It eliminates legal aid for those facing eviction, despite the 18% rise in homelessness. It eliminates the home program, which will halt the construction of 45,000 new affordable homes in 2026. It eliminates the pro housing program, which helps local governments fund locally driven solutions to expand affordable housing and transit oriented development. It cuts fair housing enforcement by 67%, turning our backs on civil rights laws and protecting home choice. There is also a slew of harmful policy riders, ranging from eliminating the 30-day eviction notice to granting HUD waiver powers to impose work requirements and set rent hikes. When I questioned the HUD Secretary, Scott Turner, a couple of weeks ago, I questioned him on a lot of these programs, but he could not offer many specific details on their plans. So I am skeptical of a provision in this bill that would give the Secretary expansive authority to micromanage how assistance programs are applied. I think that a responsible use of this kind of authority would require an in-depth understanding of these programs. But based on the testimony before this committee, I have a really hard time believing that the Secretary is fully read into these details. This isn't the kind of paradigm shift that I can get behind. Furthermore, this bill pulls the rug out from under renters and working families and the communities in which they live. It does nothing to lower costs. It simply shifts the burden to the most vulnerable at, at the benefit of the greedy and the very rich. I urge my colleagues, let's stop balancing the budget on the backs of seniors, low income families, and the disabled on behalf of billionaires who don't need a thing from us. We can and we must do better. I thank you, Mr. Chairman.